Hey dolls, welcome back to your Royal BFF, the People's Duchess. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I wanted to get into something very interesting that I saw in a thread. So, now that Harry and Meghan's spokesperson has confirmed their move, albeit temporarily, back to the UK, I've been seeing some really interesting conversation, both around what Harry and Meghan should be doing to prepare for this, and also what the royals have been doing or should be doing to prepare for the move, including that whole Balmoral summit thing, which I found hilarious. People have been talking about Harry and Meghan's move back to the UK and warning and cautioning the other royals to bump their game up, so to speak. And I don't understand why people think the royal apparatus was ever meant to operate on this high functioning level. First of all, this whole thing about being a working royal or even doing royal engagements was a scheme set up by Todd and the Queen Mother after World War II when they saw that anti German sentiment was at an all time high. They cooked up this scheme to start going around, making it seem like they were with the people, really trying to get the people on their side. The whole engagements thing was born from that. It was never supposed to be, oh, let's go help the people, let's go see what the people need. It was entirely to gauge the temperature, see where people were at, learn what they needed to do in the way of strategy to survive. It was never about helping anyone. So it's funny to me when people say things like, oh, Bill and Kathy need to step their game up. Fred and Gladys need to step their game up if they're going to compete with Harry and Meghan. There was never a time where the royals were supposed to be operating on this like super functional level. The thing about Harry and Meghan is that they came in and spoiled everything. Yes, Princess Diana laid the foundation for truly altruistic work in this family, but she was still very much muzzled and controlled as to what she could and couldn't do. It wasn't until she left the family that she was truly able to step into her own as far as those humanitarian efforts. Harry and Meghan came along and not only picked up where she left off, but in the process, set a new modern royal standard for truly humanitarian work, like Invictus, like the Hub Community Kitchen, and that cookbook that blew everything out of the water. That's the only reason we've seen things like the Christmas Carol thing, the Earthshot thing, the Shaping Up thing. Smiling, waving, unveiling a plaque, cutting a ribbon, those were the things that they were allotted to do. All of this new stuff, trying to connect with the public on a deeper level, trying to get the public's needs met, that was never in the original game plan. So they're scrambling right now, and I'm not sure why anyone expects anything from them. We've seen decade after decade after decade that the royals don't actually care. They keep demanding pay increases, doing less work. They don't care. I don't know how much more people can show you that they don't care than to literally show you that they do not care about your needs being met. And I think, honestly, that was the number one threat that they had. The intimidation that they had with Meghan was her humanitarian record coming in. Yes, she was a beautiful, brilliant actor. Yeah. But they looked at her Rwanda trip, her India trip. They looked at everything that she did as far as humanitarian efforts, and that's, in my opinion, what got them the most dismantled. They were like, oh, shoot, she's going to want to continue doing that. And we don't do that around here. And I think that was really what the tension was about. When that punk had his finger all in Meghan's face, warning her that they don't do things that way, I am 100% convinced that this is what he actually meant. She was bringing up all of these ideas to her aides. They got overwhelmed. They felt quote unquote bullied by that because she was asking them, what can we do? How can we do it? And they have never had to do any work like that. They've never really actually had to sit down and formulate plans and get things moving. So word got back to the palace that they were frustrated with Meghan's wanting to actually do things. And that is what William had his hand in her face about. He was warning her to stop asking those aides to do work that they were never meant to do. He was furious that she thought that she could come in here and ask. We have a very smooth operation running over here. It's been very lucrative for us. Don't you dare come in here making us look bad. That's what that fight was. And you can't convince me nothing different. They are now trying to mimic everything that her and Harry do as far as their impact, but they won't actually go the final step of doing the work. Even before Meghan, where Santabale was concerned, there was an impact report released every year. In fact, there were organizational pamphlets and things that Prince Harry then put out that showed you how to structure a 501c, all kinds of very helpful tools. They didn't want to mimic that either. They could have mimicked that years ago. They chose not to. It's only now that they have seen the public be impressed with Harry and Meghan's work and real world tangible results that they're trying to make it seem like they also have real world tangible results with projects that they do. They would have never done this otherwise, because when it was just Harry doing it, they still didn't care. So I don't know. That's just my theory, but you can let me know what you guys think in the comments. And that's also why I think that this time around, everything will come up roses for the Sussexes, because one, they're on their own terms. They're doing their own thing. No one's muzzled them. No one can tell them what to do. They are not working under anybody. They're not funded by anybody. They have complete autonomy. And for those of you guys who keep telling me, oh, the press is going to say this. Oh, the press is going to say that. Come on, guys. Who gives a damn? Meghan's been an angel this whole time, and the press has demonized her anyways, going so far as to try to bribe Simon Rex to lie. So what makes you think that the press look at her actions and write stories based on that? And don't get me wrong, I understand why you're saying this. I understand the genuine place you're coming from, the fear that you have, but this is not the time for fear. This is not the time for fear. This is the time to stand up for what's right. This is the time to stand your ground. This is not the time to allow the British media to feel like they have power over anything, because they're not running anything over here. All these frantic articles about what this means and how this is going to affect it doesn't matter. It's not the time to consider what the press might say about her joining the cast of The Gentleman, or her doing this or her doing that. It doesn't matter what they do. You guys were there. You saw the racist, blatantly racist WhatsApp chats. You saw the blatantly racist headlines before she said a word. So the press are going to write negative articles about her regardless. And if you don't see that, then I don't know what to tell you. So why are we encouraging her or either of them to base their actions on what the press is going to say? Come on, guys. So I don't know. I think it's just kind of laughable, and I'm enjoying all of the hysteria, but at the same time, I have blocked it all out. I am 100% now very much excited about the move. I can't wait. Meghan's got some apple cider jam, or I don't know what kind of texture this is going on, about to drop. And yeah, I think that we're getting a UK expansion of As Ever pretty soon, which will be very exciting for the UK squaddies who have been lamenting for a year now that they would like access to it, where they didn't have to buy it through some back alley channel or like smuggle it through customs. So this is a very exciting time. The new era of Harry and Meghan in the UK has come around, and I'm fully excited because it's different now. They don't have anyone to answer to. They're not muzzled by the palace or the king or anyone. They can say what they want. They will clear up any rumor if it comes around that's just blatantly untrue. They will do what they need to do to be safe, keep their kids safe. It's not going to be anything like it was pre-2020. It is just not going to be like that. They are coming back on their own terms, with their own ground rules, with probably their own security, because I haven't really heard anything about Ravek, but they obviously have ironed all that out. So I'm just looking forward to it. This is a brand new era. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, join the membership, and do all the other things. Follow me on my socials, and have a wonderful rest of your day ahead. Please be kind to yourselves. And until next time, bye for now.